the White Sox. They are currently tied with the Rangers at the bottom of the seventh at time of recording. So
we won the World Series.
Hey, now we are tied.
How are we losing?
We're not losing. Not yet, at least.
How are we tied? Bro, it's 31 and 102. What do you mean?
But then again, also, I actually did not know this, which shows my preparedness, mostly because I forget to check records. I did not realize that the Texas Rangers had a losing record this season.
Bro, we've gone ass this year. And we back.
And we back.
And we back. And we back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fuck It We Ball podcast. My name is Zach.
It's a boo.
My neighbors moved out, so I can now be as loud as I want to.
Fuck them niggas.
That's a crazy way to start. Welcome to the Fuck It We Ball podcast. My name is Zach. His name is Will. We thank you for listening today. With that, we're going to go over some of the top trending news in modern sports, including the MLB, the NHL, the NFL, and the NBA, including our nothing but hot takes, where I'm sure me and Will have some hot shit that's going to go on today.
Oh, absolutely.
But I guess we're going to start with baseball.
Let's fucking do it. What you want to talk about, gang?
I want to talk about how these scores are just out fucking rageous.
I'm not going to hold you. I fucking love it. Because, I mean, at least now, I think for the first time, basically since the game's inception, we can argue that the MLB is not boring.
100%.
Because I can remember the days like growing up, even like a couple of years ago, I would fall asleep watching baseball games because there would be 6 innings where not shit is happening. Like,
yeah,
do I really want to watch a bunch of fucking millionaires not be able to hit a ball with a bat? Like, I don't like it. But I think with this pitch clock and them forcing them like not to stall, to ice out other players, like,
yeah,
honestly, it's good for the game. Like, seeing the fucking Athletics score 9 goddamn home runs in a game did my heart good.
It's so funny you mentioned that, right? Because it's like baseball is such a finicky sport when it comes to that, right? Take, for example, a perfect game. Nothing fucking happens, and it's a perfect game.
Like, the height of achievement for any pitcher is a game where nothing, no action, no excitement happens.
Like, that sounds terrible.
Oh, absolutely. Like, yes, it is a feather in your cap if you can make a bunch of other millionaires who are professional at this sport to not be able to hit to hit your pitch. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that shit, though.
That's quite impressive. I don't want to watch it.
Exactly. Like, unless I am physically there in person and I'm like truly tapped into the game, that's boring as fuck.
But here's the thing, though, right? Is that if I'm going to a baseball game in person, I don't know if I'm necessarily there to watch nothing fucking happen, right? If I'm literally sitting there just going, holy shit, he threw a knuckleball. Like, I'm not,
I'm not gonna lie. Knowing modern baseball, I would be shook if I saw a pitcher throw a knuckleball in general.
Bro, a knuckleball will go crazy.
Bro, like, nobody throws them shits anymore, and I don't get why. They're still the most effective pitch in the game.
Well, like, dude, I'm looking at these scores right now, right? A's Reds 9-6, fucking Astros Phillies, or Cheaters Phillies, whatever you want to call it. 10-0.
Fuck the Astros, but 10-0 is fucking crazy.
Stupid. And then fucking Cubs Pirates 14-10. 24 runs in a fucking game, dude.
It's exciting. Like,
that's exciting. That's fun to watch.
Because basically, to me, that's just a fucking home run derby.
Exactly. That's what makes it fun. Also, I just realized the goddamn Farmer's Tan. That's what makes it fun and interesting to watch, right?
And even if you really break down that Cubs and Pirates games, I'm looking at the box score here. The fucking Cubs scored 6 of those runs in the 9th inning. Which means
so they were losing.
Yeah, they were behind bulk of the game, and then we just saw the fucking craziest comeback.
Yeah,
it looks like because the Pirates basically started hot with 5 runs in the 2nd inning. Like,
oh man,
So basically, this was a fucking comeback. Shout out Chicago, but
Yeah. Shout out Chirac. Apparently, god damn.
I mean, shit. Despite
So,
this impressive ass game, they're still 500 or barely above 500.
so hold on. 1, 6, 8, 10. So they were 10 in the fifth inning, 10-3. And then it was 10-5 in the seventh, then 10-8 in the eighth. And
And
then
they
they
scored.
scored 6 fucking runs. Shout out Chicago, dude. That's fucking baller. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm not gonna like seeing Pittsburgh like fumble the bag like that is fucking nuts. Because
Yeah.
I mean, if you're up 10 or 2 runs by the ninth inning, realistically, you just need to play some defense and fucking maintain.
Yeah, just hold the game.
That's what I'm saying. Just hold the game in place. But now they fucking allowing 6 runs is fucking nuts. Unless we got like a bunch of roided up players on the fucking Chicago Cubs.
Yeah.
So basically, if everybody in their batting rotation is just Barry Bonds, like we shouldn't see 6 fucking runs in a single inning. That's fuck. Ugh.
It's so funny that the north side of Chicago is coming back with a six run comeback in the ninth inning. Meanwhile, the what's the best way to describe this team? The failed abortion on the south side of Chicago.
Jesus Christ. I'm just, I mean, before we really talk shit about the White Sox, they are currently tied with the Rangers at the bottom of the seventh at time of recording. So
We won the World Series.
Hey, now we are tied.
How are we losing?
We're not losing, not yet, at least.
How are
But
we tied? Bro, it's 31-10 fucking 2. What do you mean? It's
I mean, but then again, also, I actually did not know this, which shows my preparedness, mostly because I forget to check records. I did not realize that Texas Rangers had a losing record this season.
bro, we've gone ass this year.
I mean, we started out hot.
We are holy shit.
61 and 71.
60. We're not even above 500.
Bro, the fucking and the crazy thing is if you flip that record, we're basically the Astros at that point because they're 71 and 62.
Oh my god. So it's that close of a low key could hit the run back.
I mean, we definitely could. I mean, crazier shit's happened in baseball, but I mean, if we're tying with the White Sox, I don't really know if that's possible.
Yeah. Well, like right now, the top team in the league overall is the Dodgers. Obviously, you have fucking Shohei Ohtani. If you're fucking up with Shohei Ohtani, the only way I could
No
see
franchise.
the only way I could see a team not doing well with Shohei Ohtani is if Ohtani went to the White Sox this year.
I don't know. I mean, baseball is very much a team sport, so one individual player can't really affect a team to that extent.
Could
But
you
I mean,
imagine? He just gets traded to the White Sox and then they all of a sudden go above 500. Well,
fuck
actually,
them.
that's impossible right now.
Yeah, there's no fucking way. I mean, they could maybe get to oh, shit. I don't even remember how many games are left.
What's it? 31. So they're at 133. So you have 29 games left.
Yeah, so they can maybe, and this is like a huge maybe, inch their way to 400. No, that wouldn't even be 400. It'd be like 29, 30.
Well, here is the greatest thing about the Chicago White Sox is they are currently keep in mind we are at like time of recording, we are about a month out from holy shit, that sounded Canadian.
Yeah, but I say the Canadian accent
Jesus
from a gentleman
Christ.
from Memphis just came out.
uh but we're only a
Elude.
month away from playoffs, right?
Right?
And like we just said a couple minutes ago, everything's kind of super tight within 10 games of each other, right?
Right.
There is one team that has been eliminated from playoffs. I don't even know when they got eliminated.
Um,
I'm trying to see.
well,
That team is the fucking what? So I click on the White Sox name, right?
Mhm.
The third article down says women shot at White Sox game in 23 Sue's team. We might have a new owner of the Chicago White Sox, boys.
It sounds like Chicago White Sox under new management soon.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I feel like I don't know the exact date, but something tells me a team that is currently on a 9-game losing streak on the back end of the season. Something's gotta fucking change, though.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's see. And the last, oddly enough, and this is the last time the White Sox won a game was on August 16th, and they beat the Astros.
damn, that's crazy.
Mind you, it was by 1 run, but they fucking did it. They won 5-4.
Well, did you see they almost went they almost had the longest losing streak of any baseball team.
Oh, they got
It was like
very, very
20
close.
it was like 21 or 22 games.
They're tied for number 2, actually,
That's
with the
so
1988 Baltimore Oilers at 21 losses.
Oh, you mean the Orioles?
Listen, I'm dyslexic. Let me cook.
I'm dyslexic, let me cook.
Let me cook. Reading is not my strong suit.
We're gonna go ahead and clip that one. So let's look up right now MLB playoff bracket, like what it's gonna look like as of the day of recording.
Okay.
All right, that doesn't give me the exact team. That just tells me the format. I don't need the format. I fucking hate ESPN sometimes, dude. Okay, so this is what it looks like as of the current time. In the American League,
Okay.
you have the Orioles and the Royals. That's fucking hilarious. The Orioles and the Royals have to face each other. Whoever
Okay.
wins that series has to go against the Yankees, who are the number 1 seed in the American League. On the other side of that league,
I ain't gonna do that yet.
just wait. On the other side of that league, you have the Astros against the Twins, and whoever wins that series goes against the Guardians. Shout out Cleveland.
Cleveland, this is for you.
Minnesota.
A first round exit.
Then you have the National League, right? Okay. You have the Diamondbacks and the Padres, right? Whoever wins that series has to go against the Phillies, who are currently the number 1 seed. Then whoever wins the Brewers and the Braves has to go against the Dodgers.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is I could see Yankees Phillies World Series, but that's just me. What I would honestly really like to see is a Guardians Padres World Series, but you never know.
Now listen, you know me. I am an eternal optimist. I would love to see the Texas Rangers come back, but I'm putting my fucking money on the Arizona Diamondbacks, my boy.
I mean, that's fair. The D-backs are really good this year.
That's what I'm saying. They look solid. And I mean, do they have the best matchup against the Yankees, the Guardians, or the Astros, the top 3 teams in the American League? Absolutely not. Yeah. But they're who I'm going to believe in right now.
That's fair.
The Rangers are ass, and fuck the Astros.
That's completely fair. I will not lie to you on that one. I kind of feel you on that one. So that's kind of what's been going on in baseball. Baseball has been interesting as fuck. Especially, here's what I don't understand is that you have a guy like Paul Skeens with Pittsburgh just pitching lights out every night. By the way, I consider him the luckiest man alive. But with him, he does so well. and then Pittsburgh gets on the bat and none of them can hit the fucking ball. I just don't get Pittsburgh, dude.
Listen, it's not meant for you to understand. They're just the thing about the city of Pittsburgh, just in general, when it comes to sports, no matter what the sport is, mediocrity is the name of the game.
Yeah. I mean, they had star players, you know. You had Ben Roethlisberger,
Wasted the fuck out of his career.
fair. Sidney Crosby.
Wasted, debatably.
Pittsburgh doesn't have an NBA team. So,
Not yet.
not yet. Why is Pittsburgh getting a fucking NBA team?
Hey, I'm not saying they're like top of my list, but like I could probably see an argument where they're like top 5 cities most likely to get an NBA team.
Salt Lake,
Yeah,
Nashville,
yeah. Seattle.
Seattle, Vegas.
Mm. Then actually, now I'm thinking about it, I might put Pittsburgh at 6 because I think Mexico City is more likely to get a basketball team than Pittsburgh.
That I could see that for sure.
I think Mexico. It's an emerging market. I
Yeah.
think Mexico would go. A Mexican NBA team would go crazy.
The Mexico
I,
City Hombres.
I'm just saying. I kind of feel bad though. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go, Holmes.
I don't think. Yeah, that's crazy, Chan. I just don't think they're gonna have any like Mexican national players.
Let's go, Ace. I'll stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to. We'll talk about basketball later.
Yeah. We'll get on that in a little while. But what I want to move to now is the NFL because preseason just ended and we're about to move into the regular season.
Okay.
With the first game being the AFC Championship rematch of the Baltimore Ravens against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thursday night, September 5th on Prime. I don't know why the fuck that sounded like an ad, but
it wasn't ad. We're actually getting paid.
yeah. Use our link.
use our NFL affiliate link.
Yeah. Use my Amazon Prime affiliate link. I don't know, man. The NFL has some changes this year that it's honestly a toss-up on what could happen.
Right.
In my mind, there's one definitive, and that's the Detroit Lions are going to the Super Bowl and going to win.
See, I don't know about that, but I think it's safe to say that they're a lock for the play-in or playoff. They're a lock for the playoff for sure.
Could you imagine an in-season tournament for?
Bro, that would never work. Imagine you're playing fantasy and you just get lucky. You get Amon-Ra St. Brown as like your wide receiver one, and he just gets injured in an in-season tournament. Like, I'm crashing the fuck out, gang.
Speaking of which, you want to hear my Yahoo fantasy team?
All right, let's hear it. Let's see it.
Well, hold on, I gotta pull it up. That would fucking suck, by the way.
Absolutely.
God, I'm just thinking about it. That would be so fucking bad. All right, here we go. My team name, the Pollard Express.
Absolutely.
Tennessee fan.
I swear to God, if you took Tony Pollard, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you.
He's not my first running back. He's on the bench.
Okay, I can accept that. Tony Pollard on the bench is crazy. That goes crazy.
All right, we'll start with this defense. The Lions. I feel like the Lions' defense is pretty good.
Okay, that's not bad.
My kicker is the kicker to Atlanta. My thinking is Atlanta's going to be okay, but they're going to kick a lot of field goals because they're going to get to a lot of fourth downs right in that 30-yard range.
Yeah.
And so if I get a kicker that is constantly having to kick, I'll get more points. Feel like that's fair.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely fair. I mean, I think for a kicker, if you're drafting for fantasy, you're either looking for a kicker on a really bad team or
yeah, exactly.
a kicker with really good percentages.
My flex player, I put Stephon Diggs.
Oh, shit.
Because I feel like he could be a good receiver. He could pick up some good points.
For sure, for sure.
My tight end, Travis Kelsey.
My big question, I mean, he's still questionable. We don't know if he's going to play. Was Sam Laporta still on the board?
No, he wasn't.
Okay, then yeah,
Sam Laporta
Travis.
already.
Yeah, then Travis Kelsey's a decent pickup.
My second running back, and this is because there was no one else on the board, Aaron Jones from Minnesota. I feel like
I mean,
we'll
I
get some
think
play though.
he's going to definitely see some play. I think he's going to have an okay season.
Well, the Vikings are starting Sam Darnold. So
See how long that lasts.
I was gonna say, well, they're gonna be giving him the ball. My first running back is Isaiah Pacheco.
Okay.
I feel like that's pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
My second wide receiver is Amari Cooper.
Okay, yeah, I'm not bad at that.
My wide receiver one is Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Hell yeah.
And
Gonna
my
have a crazy season.
and my quarterback is Lamar Jackson.
I'm not mad at it. Were there any other quarterbacks available?
At that time, none of like the super killer ones.
I mean, who do you consider super killer though?
I mean, there wasn't any Mahomes.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a full buck. I would rather take Lamar Jackson than Mahomes at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, Jared Goff. No,
E.
uh,
If your quarterback of choice is Jared Goff, I'm looking at you fucking stupid. I'd rather
I
take
think
Kirk Cousins fantasy wise than Jared Goff.
I'm trying to think. Josh Allen was already taken. Tua is on my bench.
Okay, Tua's not bad back up.
Burrow was already taken.
Couldn't get Joe Shiesty. That's where you fucked up.
Stroud was already taken. Dak was taken. Hurts was taken. I think Jordan Love was still available.
I'd rather have yeah. No, you're right not to pick up Jordan Love. I can't hold you on that.
Like I'm just saying you have a Lamar Jackson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Isaiah Pacheco starter. Cooking.
You're kind of cooking with that.
My bench.
Okay.
Tony Pollard.
Okay.
Tua.
Absolutely.
Rome Odunze.
Okay. I like a Dunze.
Zach Moss.
Okay.
The Miami defense.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. In hindsight, in all of the drafts I've done for other people, because I'm too lazy to fucking do a
Do
fantasy
your
league for
own.
myself. I've literally drafted like three fucking fantasy drafts. For some reason, I don't know why I would never do this. I never draft two defenses. And I know I should.
I mean, the thought process is so that you can, like, when your defense goes on their bye week, yeah,
Yeah, you're not getting, yeah, basically, you're not getting totally fucked on points.
Yeah, and that's why I drafted Tony Pollard and Zach Moss, is because both my running backs go on the bye week the same goddamn week. So,
All right, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Obviously, I can't see the other teams, but I got two very important questions.
huh?
Question one: did you put any money into this league?
$10.
Okay. Question two: is there a punishment for last place?
There is, that is yet to be decided.
I don't think you're gonna get last place, but you're definitely losing out on $10.
Here's the question for you.
Okay.
Who do you think is winning the AFC?
Ooh.
And if you say the New York Jets, I'm punching you in the face the next time.
No, I think the Jets to me feel casino as fuck. Like their whole season will be dependent on if Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy.
100%.
Do I think Aaron Rodgers will stay healthy? Probably not. I do not wish injury on anybody. The moment he steps on the field, a 40-year-old quarterback, his Achilles is fucking exploding.
Yeah.
Man is cooked. Like I don't think he's gonna last a 16 game series. or a season, let alone into the playoffs. So
Yeah.
to me, best case scenario, Jets either are a wild card team or a first round exit.
Yeah.
That's kind of their ceiling at this point.
If that.
But I mean, they
But
have a lot of good pieces and a solid backup queue, but they just don't
they
have that one offensive piece in like a high level quarterback to really take it over the edge.
true, but at the same time, they're in a conference with, or sorry, in a division with the Bills and the Dolphins, who I
Yeah.
consider way better teams. On top of that, the Jets don't have any offensive pieces outside of Aaron Rodgers.
Well, and that's the beauty about a quarterback. A good quarterback can elevate a mediocre offense into something decent and it's
Yeah,
like something decent.
yes, but can a 40-year-old, 41-year-old quarterback with a
And that's the big question.
freshly torn Achilles?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. They're definitely third in their division, no matter what.
Yeah,
I think the Dolphins and the Bills are both set to have decent seasons.
everyone knows who last place in that division is.
I mean, it's gonna be the fucking Patriots.
And oh, hell, the mighty have fallen.
Hey, listen, every sports dynasty got to die at some point,
Just like Golden
and
State's did this year.
I mean, basically, but it's
More on that
the
later.
but the thing with the Patriots is I don't think they prepped for Tom Brady's exit well, and
Not
we're
at all.
still seeing the fallout on that.
Yeah.
But hey, fuck it. But if you're twisting my arm and making me pick a team out of the AFC who I think just wins that whole division,
Or the whole conference, even.
yeah, I mean the whole conference, I feel like you have to say it's going to be the Ravens. I think they're the most poised because I mean they have a top defense in the league and a top offense in the league with more ways to attack into weaker defenses than basically anybody. Because I mean, you're either going to get fucked in the air, you're going to get fucked on the ground, but either way, you're getting fucked.
Yeah. I mean, hmm.
And I just don't think there's truly enough versatile defenses in the league still that can basically just switch a game plan like that. You know what I'm saying?
The only one that I would make an argument for would be the Bengals.
I mean, it hurts me to have to bet against Joe Shiesty and them boys, but I don't know. Like they're definitely in the playoffs. They're making a playoff run for sure. But I don't see them being better than the Ravens right now. Now, that of course is all barring injury, but
Yeah, on paper,
yeah,
right
on
now,
paper.
it's gonna be the
Although
Titans' year.
although I'm just saying them boys in Houston are cooking the fuck up though.
They are. I mean, I could see Houston making a fucking run.
I mean, they're making a run. At this point, it's a foregone conclusion. They're winning the AFC South. I mean, what you think the fucking Jags are gonna start cooking up?
Hot take alert.
No, stop it, stop
Hot
it.
take
That
alert.
is not a hot take. That is just a
No,
bad opinion, dog.
I have a goddamn hot
That is
take.
not a hot take. That is a bad opinion.
No, no, no. I have a fucking hot take.
Okay, let's hear it.
Tennessee Titans win that fucking division. And that is coming from a delusional Tennessee Titans fan.
My brother in Christ. If I didn't know that you were a Tennessee Titan fan, I would legit. That's beyond delusional. That's like mental illness speaking. Like my
Just like
man's
saying
tism
Manute
is
Bol is the
flaring.
greatest fucking
Like
greatest
saying
fuck.
Manute Bol's the greatest center of all time. Like
No, no.
the
Hear me
tism
out.
is coming out, brother.
Hear me out. You have a solid O line.
Okay.
We have Tyler Boyd, Calvin Ridley, D Hop, Tony Pollard, and Will Levis.
The fact that you just Tony Pollard, that's crazy.
I'm just saying, he's mid at best.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, assuming Stephon Diggs has his mental breakdown like he always fucking does wherever he goes,
Yeah.
we could make a fucking run.
I will give Tennessee second into the division. They're
I'll
getting
take it.
second in the division for
And
sure.
I'll settle.
Because I mean, as much as I love Trevor Lawrence, he ain't doing shit with Jacksonville.
No,
Free
Jackson.
T Law.
I was gonna say Jacksonville. T Law. Duval County.
Man, they
Quit.
can't have fucking nothing nice in fucking Duval County.
No,
Like when they drafted T Law, I was personally hyped because I was like, okay, the fucking Khan family and the goddamn Jets fucking organization, they're gonna build around T Law and they're
yeah,
gonna be a decent, like at least a decent playoff team, 2 to 3 years, maybe an actual contender in 5 or 6.
yeah.
They haven't done dick.
Dude, they haven't done a fucking thing.
Like they are just committed to mediocrity. Jesus,
I
fucking
mean,
the
it's
Jags frustrate me.
dude, it's that the Colts.
Ever since Andrew Luck,
I mean, I just don't think that the Colts or the Jags are going to go well. But here's the thing I will say about AFC South. It's a division I'm excited to watch this year.
I mean, yeah, you got a young, exciting team in Houston. Tennessee's going to be Tennessee, so it's going to do okay.
Tennessee back in the we in
What
our
I want,
rebuild era.
what I need to see is what their schedule looks like.
Oh, the Tennessee Titans.
Oh.
You want to go through the Titans schedule?
I mean, so they got Jets week 1,
Yep. Let's go ahead and just go through this
the fucking
Titans schedule.
Packers week 2. So I think
No,
they,
no, no,
I
no, no,
think
no, no, no. We
okay.
have Chicago.
Oh fuck, I totally missed it. Yet. So yeah, Chicago week 1, you're beating Chicago unless Caleb Williams just wakes up and flips a switch.
Yeah, yeah. Rookie starting game 1. I think we're
Yeah,
fine.
that's a foregone conclusion. If Aaron Rodgers is there, I don't know if y'all beat the Jets, but y'all very well could. Packers are a wash. You're beating the Packers week 3. Ain't no fucking way you're beating the Dolphins. Fucking
Well,
then
it's going to be a revenge game, right? Because it's going to be a revenge. It's going to be a revenge game because last year, 2 minutes left in the fourth, and we come up 14 points to beat them. They're going to beat the fuck out of us.
Okay, so yeah, so definitely Dolphins taking that game. You're gonna beat the Colts after your bye week.
We're going to beat the bye week.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna beat the fuck bye week. You're gonna beat the Colts after the bye week. Then
Lose Buffalo.
you lose Buffalo, you lose Detroit, you beat the Patriots. So what? We're 500 at this point.
Yep.
I would go ahead and give you that win to the Chargers. You, I would say Vikings beat Titans that next week. Texans stomp the Titans. Titans beat the Commanders, beat the Jags, lose to the Bengals, beat the Colts, beat the Jags, lose to the lose the Texans. All right, what's the record at?
9-8, i.e.,
So yeah,
the most mid team.
You know, like 9-8, and we're going 500, baby.
Here's the thing you have to.
So basically, best case scenario, Titans are a wild card team.
Yeah.
Which, given how they've been over the last few years, I'm gonna take that.
I'll take wild card. I think we make the playoffs. I don't think we get very far in them, but
it depends on who else is in that wild card.
exactly. You know, like if we're going up a team like the Chargers in the wild card, I think we take it and we can go to a divisional.
Yeah, but if you see a team like the fucking Browns, I think you're kind of,
yeah, I think we're
I
close.
think it's over.
You know,
like,
but that's the thing is that then you look at the Jags schedule, right? It's Jags against Miami, Jags against Cleveland, Buffalo, Houston, Indianapolis, Chicago, Green Bay, Philly, Minnesota, Detroit, Houston.
I'm not gonna lie, I maybe heard one potential win in there.
So
maybe two.
Let's see. Miami lost.
Yeah. We'll
Cleveland,
see. Hold up. Yes, wait. Yeah. So
Mi-
Cleveland, yeah, so Miami
Miami
week one,
loss.
they're losing. Cleveland,
I
they're
think that's a
losing.
loss.
The Bills,
Buffalo,
yeah, Buffalo's taking it. Houston's taking it. I could. It's a
maybe.
toss up. It's a toss up with the Colts and with the. So basically, after that game of just absolute like the 4 week stretch, the month stretch of just getting shit on, they
Two
get three
maybes.
easier games with the
Yeah.
Colts, the Browns, and the Patriots.
Well, you get two maybes and then one definite.
Yeah, I don't even know that's a definite for real. Like I think they're all maybes. I think the Packers beat the Jags.
Then Packers beating the Jags, Eagles beating the Jags.
Jags, the Vikings beating the Jags, the Lions, then the Texans, then the Titans. If Aaron Rodgers is hurt, they got a shot against the Jets. If healthy Aaron Rodgers, they're getting stomped. They're not beating the Raiders. They're not beating Tennessee again. And then their final game, 50-50.
That's what.
So, in other words, free T Law.
Yeah.
Just free Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Letting that listen, I'm keeping it being. If I'm Trevor Lawrence, I'm like, listen, Mac, it's your team now, buddy. I'm gone.
Have you seen Indy's schedule though?
I have not seen Indianapolis' schedule.
Week 1, Texans. Week 2, Packers. Week 3, Bears. Week 4, Steelers. Week 5, Jags. Tennessee, Miami, Houston, Minnesota, Buffalo, Jets. It's the same shit of just like L.
Yeah, no, basically the NFL is just kind of saying, listen, fuck y'all. Like,
Now, did you hear the last 6 weeks of Pittsburgh?
nah, don't tell. I hope they have a cupcake schedule. We need to give the city of Pittsburgh a fucking break.
So we'll start with this. Okay.
Ooh,
Atlanta.
ooh. I just saw that last 6 weeks. That is not okay.
Atlanta,
That's some
easy.
bullshit.
Atlanta, easy.
I don't even know that realistically.
Denver, easy.
I can give them that.
Chargers, toss up. Uh Indy, toss up. Dallas, L.
Yeah.
Raiders,
Raiders.
toss up.
Jets are also a toss up.
Jets, toss up.
I think
Giants,
they beat the Giants.
that could be a W. Then you hit the bye
They,
week. Then you have the Commanders.
which they're gonna win.
Here's where the bullshit begins. Okay. You have
Bro, literally
at
their
Baltimore.
It's their last 8 games, dog. It's
Hold on.
literally
Hold,
Baltimore.
hold on.
Fucking
Hold on. I just need to explain to you the severity of the
paint the
situation.
picture.
You have
Paint the
at
picture.
or sorry, you have Baltimore at Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Then 4 days later, they go to fucking Cleveland to play the Browns. Then the Bengals. Then back to Pittsburgh to play Cleveland again. Then Philly. Then Baltimore. Then the Chiefs.
And then
then
they
Cincinnati.
finish the season with Cincinnati. So basically, we can just say their last 8 games are just auto loss.
Dude.
And like the front half of their season, if I'm doing my count, they're what 6-10, and that's like best case scenario.
Well, because like,
Yeah, we need it.
all right, we're gonna do the real time counting. So you have Atlanta.
Yep.
I'd put a W. Denver, dub. LA could go either way. We're just gonna say dub for sake of numbers. Colts, dub. Dallas, L. Raiders, dub. Jets, I'm gonna say L. Giants, dub. So you're at 6. 6 wins. Washington, 7 wins. Baltimore, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Philly, Baltimore, Kansas City. I'm going 7-10.
I just no, they're losing 10 games. Like
You have
there's no way no way to cut that. They're losing 10 games. Like,
well, especially when you have uh a washed up Russell Wilson and then a Justin Fields who's your backup. Yeah, you're not.
I'm not saying
I,
Russell Wilson's washed up. I don't
like
think he's washed. I think he's still got like a year or two left, like of being not like an elite quarterback, but like upper echelon, like top 50% starting quarterback. Like I could see the argument he's like the 16th or 17th best quarterback in the league.
I could put him top 15.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think he's in that like at least when it comes to starter quarterbacks, he's in that upper echelon, but like barely. Like if we're
Yeah.
doing tiers, he's like high C tier, low B tier.
Yeah, for sure.
Now he could just have the craziest comeback season.
That'd be fucking sick. I'm not even gonna
I would
lie.
be here for it. I don't see it happening, but I would be.
Could you just imagine Russell Wilson comes back and takes a team like 13-4?
Uh, if that happens, we're having a whole different discussion about his career.
Yeah. How
I think
this man
that.
just Steelers legend.
Oh no, I don't think he would be a shit. He's definitely not a fucking Seahawks legend at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Ste-
fucking, I would just say,
Steelers.
legendary top 50 quarterback.
Yeah, yeah. Steelers legend Russell Wilson. How many
Just took it.
seasons did he play for the Steelers?
Oh, just the
One.
one. He's basically gonna have a Kawhi Leonard in Toronto situation.
That's a perfect fucking comparison
Like
for it.
Raptors legend Kawhi Leonard, who for one season showed up, won a chip, and fucked off. Like and said, "Fuck it, it's too cold in Toronto. Let's go to Los Angeles."
Yeah. On the other side of the coin, you have the NFC.
Okay,
I
it's
This
gonna
could
hurt my.
be my Lions bias, but I just don't see a team going further than the Lions.
It's Detroit. It's Philadelphia.
I mean, I could see Philly going far, but I think Detroit is.
I mean, there's a lot of great teams. I mean, started off NFC South is fucked.
Let's
So
go,
we
Baker.
anyway, fucking NFC North is a little cooked outside of Detroit. So Detroit takes the division for sure.
Yeah.
NFC West 49ers are going to take that division fairly handedly. The
Yeah.
Cardinals could make some noise. I could see it.
I think cards make a wild card.
Oh, absolutely. Cardinals definitely going to be the wild card. I would also probably argue the Cowboys will probably end up being a wild card team too.
I
I'm, mm,
There's
I'm trying to
another
think how
hot
that
take.
would. Okay, let me hear this hot take.
I think Cowboys missed the playoffs.
Ooh, I don't know about that. It could be the delusional Cowboys fan in me. I don't see them not making the playoffs. I mean, but what team? Because in my estimation, they're like the sixth or seventh best team in the NFC right now.
Yeah.
So, what other team do you think really would have the shot of supplanting them in that ranking?
So you have, I'm thinking Eagles.
Of course, it's. I could just rattle it off. It's basically, I think, Eagles, Packers, Niners. Oh, not the Packers. No, no, no. Eagles, Lions, Niners.
Oh, for winning divisions.
Yeah, like all I'm saying, like my ranking of the teams in that conference.
Mm-hmm.
I could see the argument. It's actually kind of tough. I could see the argument for the Cardinals being better than the Cowboys. But then again, I'm thinking about it as
Where?
well. I mean, like, there's an argument to be made there, mainly because yes, Dak Prescott in the regular season is a fucking MVP candidate when he fucking wants to be.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, he has to want to be.
It's also the final year of his contract.
So I mean, we could see some magic happen. And also, we got to
Here's
see what CD Lamb's chemistry looks like with that team because Jesus Christ, he held the fuck out.
Yeah, and they
Motherfucker
yeah,
held out damn near till week one.
yeah, and they lost a lot of people in the offseason. So
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, I feel like six is fine. But like I said, there's an argument for the Cardinals. There's
but the Cowboys got Zeke back, so
Ooh,
Ooh.
not for real. Bro, that would be like if they like said, you know, we're gonna take it back to our roots. Jason, we're gonna make Jason Garrett the head coach again, despite him never winning anything.
That's the worst coach ever, dude.
Nah, I don't think so. Because if you can remember deep enough back, I think Wade Phillips was probably a worse coach on the Cowboys.
That's a fucking deep pull.
Like I think, bro, he was like the coach for like what the late 2000s. Like the coach in like the front half of fucking Tony Romo's career when they had like Marion Barber and Terrell Owens and they couldn't do shit. Like my brother in Christ, when your defense is anchored by DeMarcus Ware and you can barely win a playoff series, what the fuck is going wrong here?
Uh, Hear me out. I mean, you could say something like, fucking Rod Marinelli, if you remember him.
I
He wasn't the
actually don't.
Cowboys, but he was the 2008 2009 Detroit Lions head coach. I actually have his stats pulled up here. This man over 3 seasons went 10-38.
It.
He got fired after the 0-16 season
He shouldn't have even made it that far realistically.
as a head coach. Then he became a defensive coordinator for like years.
Yeah, no, that's that. You have a good mind for football. You just can't put it the fuck together as the guy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dog.
Over
38, 38 losses in 3 years. Honestly, that's kind of impressive.
your team was so bad.
Yeah, for real. Like you were the worst. And like not even by like a discernible like it's you and then everybody else is better than you essentially.
Like Rod Marinelli, me playing NCAA, everyone else. Like
Exactly. It's like Rod, my fucking fantasy draft.
I think my dog stepping on a controller.
Oh, hey, I'm not gonna lie. Your dog stepping on a controller still wouldn't take a fucking kicker in round two. But
You're gonna cool it, dude.
nah, fuck all that. She's getting this smoke next time I see her, and that's on game.
uh, so realistically, I think Eagles take East, Lions take North, Bucks take South, and the Niners take the West. Right.
Okay.
And then I think you have the Packers make the wild card. I can see the Rams making the wild card.
It's definitely possible. I
could
really
see
like the Cardinals, but that's
I,
just me.
I could see the Bears making the wild card.
Whoa.
And
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
here's where the hot take comes for me.
Mhm.
I could see the Commanders taking that 8th spot.
That's crazy.
I
It
don't
wouldn't shock me because I think the Commanders have slowly been bubbling over the last few years, and the draft that they had this year, like the team finally has a direction.
yeah.
I still think it's going to take at least a year or two for that shit to start getting like really put together.
Yeah.
Like they still need a year or two to cook. Best case scenario, I could see it. But
I
looking
could
at
realistically see it.
they also kind of have a tough schedule realistically.
Do they? I didn't even look at their schedule.
So week one they have the Giants, which is a wash. It could go either way. They lose to the Bengals. With the Cardinals, it's a wash. They probably lose to the Browns. They lose to the Ravens. It's a wash against the Panthers. They beat the Bears, beat the Giants 50-50 on Steelers, lose to the Eagles. They could beat the Cowboys. I'm gonna put that in a hard maybe. Or if you really want a hot take, a tie. Anyway,
What's that next game?
we're just gonna ignore that. Then they got the Saints, which I like the Saints against the Commanders. They're losing to the Eagles. I could see them losing the Falcons and still 50-50 against the Cowboys. So I mean, they have a schedule that could lend them to a wild card, but
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? December 15th.
December 15th.
It's a Sunday.
Shit. I mean, that is a good question. I couldn't tell you. What's going on December 15th?
Well, the Commanders are playing the Saints in the Superdome in NOLA, and tickets for on the 50-yard line, up in the nosebleeds, are currently $40. So
Let me see if I can move some shit around in the schedule. I mean, but then again, we're going to San Antonio like 2 weeks later.
that's fair, yeah.
So I'm
By the
gonna
way,
have to
y'all get
see.
ready for that fucking episode.
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to touch Wimbenyama. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he's real.
Pause.
No Diddy. Like I'm going in no Diddy, brother.
I'm going in no Diddy, brother. Oh man, I'm just saying, but maybe that's just me. Whenever it comes to that, I my my bet is, and I'm putting this on camera right now. I think that in NOLA next year is the Cincinnati Bengals against the Detroit Lions, with the Detroit Lions winning 35-31.
Damn, we're even getting scoring predictions from you today. Shit. All right, I'll give you my best take. In the bowl.
Cowboys Chiefs, Cowboys 32 to
Fuck no. It's fucking I'm not gonna say so because see, one thing we gotta delineate is the difference between a hot take and just a bad take.
what was that
Bad
word
take
you
says
just
fuck
fucking
it.
used?
Hot take and bad take.
No, the one before, delineate.
Yes, we need to delineate between a hot take and a
Fuck is
bad take.
delineate?
Basically, we need to state the difference. So, for instance, a bad take would be the fucking it's gonna be the Jets versus the fucking Seahawks in NOLA. But no, my actual take would be I'm gonna say it's gonna be the Bills versus Ravens in the Super Bowl. And I think
Wait, Bills
bar
Ravens are both AFC.
oh my bad, I'm getting my shit mixed up. I'm sorry. It's one of the bird teams. Bills Eagles.
I could
and,
see Bills Eagles.
and I think Eagles take it. Because two reasons. I think they're just overall the better team, barring injury, and I want to see the city of Philadelphia burn down again.
That's
That shit,
fair. We
they had people eating horse shit in the streets. I want to see that again. That's fucking hilarious.
we have gone on the record multiple times of, the city of Philadelphia.
It's a fucking hellhole that should not continue to exist as a city. And I say that Philadelphia goons
Jesus.
do not come for me. Y'all are not as bad as the Chicago,
Yeah.
i.e., Chirac or Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I throw Afghanistan up in there.
that's fair. I'll give you that one. So, eh,
Hmm.
here, yeah. I mean, that's kind of my whole thought process on it. Moving on from the NFL, we have the great sport of ice hockey, some stick and puck action.
So I'm just gonna need you because I know we're gearing up to start the preseason.
Yes.
Fuck has been going on in hockey because it feels like the after the final game of the season, after the fucking cup, after the final cup game,
Mhm.
ain't shit really happened in the NHL since. Like
There's
it feels
been
like it's kind of just been quiet.
there's been some movement,
Okay.
particularly with my favorite team. The Nashville Predators got a new general manager,
Okay.
and this man not only prepped, he bought, prepped, cooked, served, and cleaned with this fucking signage. This man signed the Nashville Predators, by the way. I don't know if I said that.
You did.
This man bought Steve Stamkos, who was the captain of the Tampa Bay Lightning, the team that won the cup in 2020 and 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Marchessault from the Vegas Golden Knights, who won the cup 2 years ago
Okay.
and cooked last playoffs. And Brady from the Ottawa Senators, who he's a top 5 defenseman for hockey.
Okay. So
So
what I'm hearing is
the
either
the
the Preds
Preds
are one
are
of two things.
the Preds are taking the fucking cup this year.
Now I've heard two things
Mm-hmm.
in that analysis. Either the Nashville Predators just signed a bunch of really solid vets on the low to build a really good squad, or they just got a bunch of wash niggas on name value and might get absolutely dicked on.
Could.
And there's basically no in between. So now my question to you is, how long have you had this gambling addiction? Because this team seems casino as fuck.
This
Like
team
if like if y'all don't, like if every player on this roster doesn't have a good day simultaneously, you're dropping games.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at the photos of every person on this team. Ain't none of these niggas got hands.
Also
And I
look cute.
and listen, it's just a bunch of white dudes. Ain't none of these motherfuckers got hands.
It's ice hockey.
And
Um, here's
hold on,
here.
hold on.
Oh Lord.
They got one Asian guy on the team. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
Diversity.
I mean, yeah. Here's yeah, I mean the NHL outside of that, like there wasn't too much that went on. Like I said, the Preds acquired a bunch of people. It kind of tore down some teams that people thought were going to be dynasties. Stuff like uh Tampa Bay, they thought they were going to get another round. The Golden Knights, I mean, half their team got demolished now. So it's starting to look up like, especially the Western Conference is going to have a lot of variety, and there's going to be a lot of things shaken up. I will say the Preds out of the last 10 years have been to the playoffs 9 times. I think
Right.
now it's going to be 11 years, 10 times with a chip in there. When it comes to the Stars, since
Okay.
we do live in Dallas, I think
Unfortunately.
that their main goal scorer, Wyatt Johnson, I think he hits 40 goals this year. And the
Okay.
reason I say that is because he cooked like a motherfucker last year. And he just, I just have a hunch that he is going to be killer this year. With that also being said, in the Western Conference, I think the LA Kings don't make it past the first round. And that's just because they didn't do dick in the offseason. They were terrible. So
I'm not gonna say that's a hot take. In my limited knowledge of hockey, I don't think that's a hot take. But
I
you're probably accurate on that though, realistically.
my hmm I'm trying to think of who's all right, here's kind of what I'm thinking is I think in the Western Conference final, you have the Oilers against the Preds.
Okay.
If not them, I could see Dallas Preds, which if that happens, I'm going to be in hiding for 10 days
I mean,
because I will be having multiple heart attacks and multiple strokes. Pause.
and I'll be behind the bar watching it happen the whole time.
Um, but I really think it's going to be Oilers Preds with the Preds overtaking the Oilers. Um, I think the Preds will make it to the Stanley Cup if they win. I don't really know. I mean, the East is so stacked. With that being said, on the Eastern side of it, I could see the Panthers going against realistically the Devils because I think the Devils are a really good team.
Okay.
Tampa just doesn't have it in them, and I think Toronto is still going to carry the Toronto curse of not making it past the first round. As much as I would love to see them do it,
And we
I
would
just
all love to see them do it, Heike.
Yeah, I just don't think they do. Um, so I think it's really going to be that. I could see the Devils overtaking Florida, but I could also see the Panthers overtaking the Devils and going back to the Stanley Cup back to back. So
Okay, so hear me out though.
yeah.
So who do you think wins that series between the Devils and the Preds? Like, who do you have in this
Oh
hypothetical?
man, mm, that's a fucking barn burner series right there. I'll tell you what.
Oh, it's absolutely exciting. But
I
who you
would,
got?
as a Preds fan, and this hurts to say, I could see Devils in 7 games,
There we go.
unless the only way I see it going different is if the Preds just get on a fucking hot streak. And then I would go Preds in 7. Just depends on how the first 3 rounds of playoffs go. If that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
no. I see the vision. I
But
definitely see the vision.
like I say, that's just how I kind of see it. I think that there's differences in what could be made. I mean, to be fair, there's still a lot of stuff that goes on before we get to the first games of the season in October. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's still a lot of time. Like we're even still basically a month out of the preseason.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I mean, there's still a lot to happen.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I truth
So
be told,
basically,
there's
we're just giving the way too fucking early prediction.
yeah, pretty much that's what this is. Speaking of way too early predictions, here is mine for the NBA. And
Oh
you can
no.
call this a hot take. You can call this whatever. I will say this might be a hot take. I think Grizzlies make it to the Western Conference final.
Now, ordinarily, I would shit on you for that, but I don't necessarily disagree. Just because of how generally stacked both conferences are,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't shock me if they made it to East or they made it to the conference finals.
Yeah.
It would more shock me if they won, depending on who they
That's
see. That's going to be the because I mean, it depends on if Zach Edey comes out of the gate just swinging.
yeah.
Because I mean, he's essentially their presumptive starting center. If he comes out not look like basically if he comes out like a couple of the rookies last year were like they don't feel like rookies,
Yeah.
then I could see it.
Yeah.
But depending on his yeah, really it just depends on his development. If he develops quickly, they're one of the best teams
Yeah.
in the league, like period.
Yeah.
But if it takes a year or two, they're still like a tier two team, but there's a bunch of teams I would take over them
I
in a
mean, yeah,
potential in a matchup.
yeah, and that's kind of my whole thought process with it, right? Is that I think that I I don't think he's going to come out of the gate perfectly, but I think once you get about 20-25 games in, he's going to really start to kind of mesh well.
Yeah. Like
With that
later in
being
the
said,
season, he's gonna start cooking.
we almost won the summer tournament,
Almost, yep.
and that was without any fucking starters.
Which I mean, all that really just shows me is good coaching.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Like,
I I mean, yeah, I think the Grizzlies got something this year.
I'm just gonna even say it like this. I think the entire Southwest division of the NBA,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be such a nasty fucking division.
Oh yeah,
Because I mean, if you've been keeping up with the recent news, I mean, outside of just Memphis, who finally got a true center, so Jared Jack can play the four. Like
yeah,
their lineup is damn near solidified. And you have really good guard play as well with John Moran, Marcus Smart, and like you have a roster there.
yeah.
But to the same, you can also argue, I think this is the year we're going to see a lot of the players on the Rockets take a massive jump. I
Yeah.
think Jalen Green and Sengun are finally gonna like really, really put it together and be a dangerous team. I think pairing because I mean Victor Wembanyama, if you just gave him the most amount of grace you can physically muster, arguably a top 20 player on his rookie year.
Yeah.
Arguably. But now you're pairing that with, and mind you, this is like a wash, but it's still fucking Chris Paul, a true point guard, to
Yeah.
go with Victor Wembanyama. I think the Spurs are going to make some serious noise. For the Pels, Zion, have you seen what Zion Williamson looks like recently?
No.
Dude lost a good chunk of weight. Like
Really?
he is now smaller, like physically, like skinnier than what he was in college. And we remember Zion Williamson at fucking Duke. So if he comes out and it's just what he was like year 2 or 3, a top 15 player, the Pelicans are looking amazing. And obviously the Mavs went to the fucking finals last year. And them adding Klay Thompson just makes it makes their defense so much more dynamic.
That's what I was gonna say about the Mavs defense, because I feel like that's, well, to be fair, the Mavs had uh,
Listen,
I don't even want to get started on the run
listen.
last year.
The fact that we were in the fucking finals and Dwight Powell had fucking playing time makes me fucking sick. I
I
think the
mean,
I think the Mavs legitimately fixed or started to address I think the biggest problem with the roster, and that's fucking bench depth.
yeah.
Like the Mavs are now a deeper team. Now it I think the big thing about the Mavs season is it just depends on Kyrie Irving.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, I just saw a fucking
If Kyrie
photo of
Irving
Zion.
starts to yeah, no, dude looks fucking skeletal compared to what we're used to from him.
Yeah.
But depending, I think the thing about the Mavs, it really just depends on what happens with Kyrie Irving. Just
Yeah.
because he is starting to get a bit up there in age at 32, and players with his bit with like his play style, generally speaking, start to regress.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think he's gonna have a fall off this season. I don't think he's there yet. I think it's a problem in the future, and this
Yeah.
might be my hot take. And I know Mavs are gonna have other Mavs fans are gonna have my fucking head for this.
Mhm.
I see a world you trade Kyrie Irving.
I could see it next season.
Well, I'm not saying you trade him this season.
Yeah.
I get like if you do trade Kyrie Irving, it'll be sometime in the next off season.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I don't think he falls off this season. But I think we're gonna start seeing him regress in the next year or two. And I think it would be better to trade him in the off season rather than let his contract play.
Yeah.
But to the other thing, like I said, you never know because I mean the Mavs are doing well at maximizing the opportunity that they have.
Yeah.
While Kyrie Irving is still Kyrie Irving, and Klay Thompson is like 70% of what he usually is.
Yeah.
And I'm a Mavs fan, so I mean, I'm gonna take Mavs for the fucking NBA for the NBA Finals.
Yeah. Always.
Do they win? Probably not. They
Yeah.
fucking go.
I
Anyway, enough
mean,
about Mavs talk though.
it's dude, the Western Conference is just so fucking stacked this year.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially because the Thunder got stronger. The
Yeah,
Nuggets are
The
the
Nuggets are
Nuggets.
going to still be the Nuggets. The Timberwolves are
T-Wolves got,
amazing.
yeah.
But we don't need to really talk about Portland or Utah.
Yeah, the Lakers stayed the same.
I mean, I what was that rumor I heard? I know there was like for a second there was like a rumor going around that the Lakers were going to try to do some NBA 2K shit and try to trade Anthony Davis for Steph Curry,
Yeah.
which I would be so fucking here for that.
Yeah.
Not even because I'm not a Lakers fan. I'd be here for that as a fucking like LeBron James fan.
Yeah.
Like he is the king of black people. And if he could finally get that fifth ring with Steph, that'd go nuts.
If you could get a Steph Braun combo, take for example our fucking U.S. Olympic basketball team.
Oh yeah. I mean, out of every player in NBA history, I think like if you compare any player with LeBron, I think Steph would be like second best case, like second best player to pair with LeBron like all time.
Yeah,
There's only one player I might take over Steph,
and that is
but well, that's fucking Dirk.
well, yeah.
Dirk Nowitzki with LeBron James would go fucking stupid. Now, like I said, Steph ain't bad second. But now then you also look at the rest of that conference while you're looking up whatever you're looking up.
Do you want to talk
Uh,
about
who are we talking about?
the best father son duos and the highest scoring points ones?
Speak on it.
Joe and Kobe Bryant,
I mean, of course.
Michael and Klay Thompson.
I'm not gonna lie, Michael Thompson, like if you want to have like a real weird afternoon, just get like super high and watch Michael Thompson fucking highlights. Cause I'm not gonna lie, that motherfucker was a goon back in the day. Like a certified goon. Not even a bucket, just like a straight dickhead.
Then you have Hardaway and Hardaway Jr.,
Of course.
Doc Rivers and Austin Rivers,
I don't count them as a father-son duo.
Dell and Steph Curry.
Of course.
The highest scoring point, the highest point scoring father son duo, LeBron and Bronny James.
Yes, sir. King of Black people and
This
the
motherfucker ain't even played a goddamn game.
I will say this, that's actually gonna change. And
Yeah.
that I don't know if at this point this is a hot take. If this was like 6 months ago, this would probably be a hot not that's yeah, no, 6 months ago, this would have been a hot take for Lakers fans.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like between LeBron's two kids who are like really playing basketball,
Mm-hmm.
I think Bryce James is like the one I would bet to have a good like NBA career.
A solid, yeah.
Just because I mean, I think Bronny, if he kind of develops less like his like basically with his dad's feel of the game, but like better shooting.
Yeah.
Like essentially, if he could be Steph Curry, like I kind of feel like he's already in a bit of that mold and a bit of that archetype.
Yeah.
But like I think his ceiling is like basically his ceiling's a poor man Steph Curry. His floor is like Seth Curry.
Yeah.
But I think Bryce James with his size, I think he's just more built for the NBA
Yeah.
in general.
I'll agree with that. Yeah.
Because I mean, what? I mean, mind you, he's still a child. Isn't he like 16 years old, 6'6"?
I want to say so.
But I'm like, he's gonna have the better career between the two of them. Although I am not down on Bronny James. I think if he does have a long career in the NBA, he's a role player.
He is 17, 6'6", and 180 pounds.
Yeah, so if he just hits the gym, like he's basically he could be, in this is best case scenario, a 2 inches shorter version of his dad.
Yeah.
And that is assuming that between now and the age of 21, where men stop growing,
Yeah.
he doesn't just sprout up another 2 inches.
Here's a fun one.
Okay.
Here's a great article. Bronny and LeBron James make history as NBA's first father-son duo to play a game, also to score 40,000 points.
Facts.
Again,
Nepotism, baby.
this motherfucker hasn't played a goddamn game.
Hey, that's fucking nepotism for you, brother.
I hate news articles.
Yes, thank you, a random news source, for stating the fucking obvious.
Yeah.
It's
Appreciate
all
you.
it's almost like LeBron James, compared to most NBA legends, has scored so much. It's literally a country mile between
Yeah.
fucking LeBron James and fucking Steph Curry in scoring.
Yeah. I just don't get it, dude.
But that being said, in that whole Pacific Conference, it's really a fight between the Sacramento Kings and the Suns, realistically. I think they're the best two teams. I would honestly take both of them over the Lakers. Could be a hot take on my end.
Over the Lakers. Yeah, I'll definitely take. I thought you were saying like best in the whole
No. Best in that
that division.
conference.
Okay, cool.
I
I
don't
thought
think
you were
Steph.
saying
I don't think Steph's great enough to lift the Golden State Warriors to anything but mediocrity.
yeah,
And I think losing PG. Now, obviously, this also will depend on if Kawhi Leonard is fucking healthy. If he's healthy, that team arguably is one of the better teams in the league.
yeah,
But if he's out and it's just James Harden,
yeah,
they're fucking cooked.
yeah,
Like compared to everything else in that conference, they're better than the Golden State Warriors without Kawhi, but nobody else.
yeah.
Not gonna say
Um,
worst team in the league, but not far off.
for Western Conference, I could see the Mavs taking it. I could see the Grizzlies taking it. I wouldn't sleep on the T Wolves
You shouldn't sleep on the Thunder.
or the Thunder. Those are kind of my top four. And honestly, at those, it's a tie between
Oh,
each
I
other.
would even. I think you're honestly might be sleeping on the Nuggets a little bit. Although I will say with the Nuggets, I can see why people sleep on them because as a team, they haven't gotten significantly better in the
Yeah,
last few years. Like they've been doing enough to tread water and
yeah,
basically just ride off Nikola
yeah,
Jokic.
yeah,
Because to me, if something happens to him, that team feels fucking miserable.
yeah. Facts.
Like they have the scoring, but not much else.
With that also being said, I, I mean, I kind of can't see the Suns or the Kings kind of getting any further than first round.
Yeah, and even with Devin Booker, even with
Honestly,
Kevin Durant,
honestly, every other team in the West, I just can't see.
yeah, no, most of the
I think
teams in
it's a
the
tie
West.
between those four.
Oh,
Maybe the
absolutely.
Pels. I'll throw the Pels in there.
I wouldn't throw the Pels in there.
I mean, it just depends if CJ and Zion are.
I mean, and fucking, they also need to figure out what the fuck they're doing with Brandon Ingram at this point.
Yeah, trade free him like T Law.
Oh, absolutely free fucking. Their whole shit is it feels kind of redundant because like
Yeah,
I'm saying like if we see, I'm trying to think if we see Zion basically come back doing Zion shit. It really at that point just depends on what the fuck CJ McCollum's doing. If he's willing to kind of step back from the current role he has on the team
yeah,
and letting BI kind of roll into that like number two scorer role. But who fucking knows?
yeah. I mean,
Free that
Nola is
man.
such.
Trade that motherfucker to Utah.
I would say Nola is such a fucking toss up. In this day and age.
Absolutely.
In the East,
Uh-oh.
this is where
So
shit gets interesting. I think the Pistons make a comeback.
I'm gonna give you my hot take about
Oh,
the NBA.
hot take alert.
I think, and this I'm not even memeing here because you know how much I love this team. I legitimately think the New York Knicks might be the best team in the East.
Loki, I'm not gonna disagree with you.
Like, I think at the end of the season, am I gonna say they win the conference? Maybe I could see them being like top three in the conference.
Yeah,
But I think pound for pound against basically nobody in the East wants to see New York in the playoffs.
yeah,
Like, I don't think Boston wants it. I don't
yeah,
think Philly wants it. And everybody else is just kind of like, listen, you don't got it against New York. I think
yeah,
right now, any other team in the East is a 7 game series,
yeah,
if not a complete wash. Although there is a world where I agree. Pistons might be doing something this year.
they're not. Absolutely not.
They listen. I'm looking at this roster, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you made me predict the starters, it's Cade at the one.
Mm-hmm.
I could say, mm, I'm trying to think how I can put this together in my mind.
Uh, It,
Jaden Ivey at the two,
no,
Asir Thompson at the three. Let me cook. Let me cook.
I need this team to be bad.
Isaiah Stewart at the four, Jalen Duran at the five, with fucking oh fuck, never mind. Hold up. Fuck Isaiah Stewart. I forgot they got Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
I'm taking Tobias Harris at the four, Jalen Duran at the five. I like Malik Beasley as a six man. Like realistically, they got like a solid like 8-man rotation in Detroit. So I mean, if you get a half decent coach in there, like realistically, this is probably a play-in team.
So someone put like there's a hot take thread on the NBA Reddit.
Oh, I love that thread. It's my favorite.
Someone said OKC beats Boston in the finals, conference finals. OKC beats Sacramento in six. Boston beats Knicks in seven.
I don't know about that.
I was like, that's a hot take.
That's definitely a hot take. I think the Villanova fucking Knicks are
NBA
a
Finals, Bucks
problem.
defeat Nuggets 4-2.
That's gross. That's gross. I
Nuggets Celtics, I could see that one.
I'm just saying. I think the Bucks are slept on,
Yeah.
but but I think as a team they're past their prime. Like I think just like I said, like as a whole team, they're too old like at this point to really make noise. With the exception essentially being Giannis.
Yeah.
Because I mean, hold on, ain't no fucking way he's still on that team. I thought he wasn't playing in the NBA anymore.
Somebody said uh Grizzlies going to the Western Conference final if Jock can stay healthy slash not suspended.
I mean, yeah, if he can stay healthy, doesn't get suspended, sure. Like that's not a crazy take. Now, mind you, he has to go through what 3-7 or 2 7 game series to get there, but like it's
Yeah.
possible. But no, I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad for Milwaukee fans, and if you legitimately think Milwaukee is really gonna make noise in the playoffs, you're fucking hurting. You're hurting me, and you're probably a little delusional.
Yeah. I
As
mean,
much as I love
honestly.
Damian Lillard, he's 30 fucking four.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fucking Brooke Lopez is 36.
How old is
How
Giannis?
I think
27?
yeah, no, Giannis still got some life in him. Like he still got at least 5 years of like being Giannis.
Hmm.
And fucking Chris Middleton's 33. So I'm looking at this team. It's basically just Giannis and a bunch of slightly washed vets. For the
Yeah.
love of Christ, free my man Giannis. Milwaukee needs to do the NBA just a mercy and trade Giannis or let him walk in free agency.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I could see that honestly.
I don't know where I'd want him to go because realistically, I don't know what team he's really gonna fit super well on. Like, I think he could go to Miami and be solid. He can go to fucking Atlanta and be solid,
Yeah.
assuming they fucking keep Trey Young. But
Uh hear me out. Giannis on the Pistons.
I would be here for a Giannis and Cade fucking team up.
I mean, low
Move
key, that
Tobias
would
Harris
kind
to
of
the
go hard.
fucking three. I can see that. I can see the vision there. I
Yeah.
would be here to see it.
Yeah. I mean, I could at the same time, like I really think that they should just fucking send Giannis to anywhere else.
Literally anywhere else. But just for the memes, keep the NASAs. Like don't package them together. just wave the NASAs, trade you.
Hear me out. Giannis, new Trailblazer.
Hold up, I need to see this because I don't think unless Giannis signs with the Trailblazers, and which if he does, I think would be the most questionable career move I've ever seen an NBA superstar make.
Yeah.
I mean, they're cooking a little bit in fucking Portland. Not enough for Giannis to win a ring.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you're big three in that situation. I'm trying to see here. It's fucking. Actually, hold up. Now I'm actually looking at this roster.
Mm.
I'm looking at this roster. That's a playoff team at least. Because I like Anthony Simons. Scoot Henderson's been solid.
Yeah.
Then what? It's Matisse Thybulle, fucking Giannis, and then fucking DeAndre Ayton, which is
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I mean,
Anyway,
yeah.
free my nigga Giannis. Free my fucking T-Law.
Free him from Duval.
Yeah, let that nigga out of Duval County. Listen, to be fair, I don't want to also do that to Duval County as well. Because, I mean, they be seeing too like their rappers be dying. They're losing Trevor Lawrence.
All right. T-Law to the Broncos. Taylor Swift to the Jags.
Nah, fuck that. Taylor Swift to the fucking Suns. Or the Sun. The fuck you mean? Fuck Taylor Swift. She's making football actively worse.
That's fair. I'll give you that one. Could you imagine if she dated, like, it's like, hear me out, big scandal.
Okay.
Taylor Swift's dating Travis Kelce. She has an affair with, oh my God, would you believe it, Swedish center for the Nashville Preds, Roman Josi.
I would be here for that.
Then
In the
Travis
shop.
Kelce gets signed to the Dallas Stars, right?
My brother in Christ. What I want to see. And I'll be real with you. Like, I need her, like Taylor Swift. If she wanted to leave Travis and get with just a random athlete, I would love her so much more for that. Like, if I ever see a headline, Travis and Taylor break up, Taylor's new boo Rome Odunze, I would fucking lose it, dude. Like, I would be fucking here for it. Hell, even if she got with like Brock Purdy, I'd be fucking here.
Trailer breaks up Taylor Swift with new boyfriend Ellie De La Cruz of the Cincinnati Reds.
Woo.
Like,
hold up. My man's cooking. Imagine she gets with Shohei Ohtani.
That'd be wild.
That would be fucking nuts, dude. Her album sales in Japan would go crazy.
Jesus Christ. But with that being said, I feel like that's going to wrap up another episode of Fucking We Ball.
Yes, Sirski.
My name is Zach.
It's your boy, Will.
We want to thank y'all for joining us, and we want to give a big shout out to our sponsor. No one. If you want to sponsor us, please contact us.
Yeah, for real. Fucking hit our line on social media. Like, we would love to have more money to do this shit,
Send
so
me
we
a
can actually
fucking
take time
DM
off work.
on Insta. Because Jesus Christ, I'm tired of working.
But yeah, just go ahead and send me that Cash App.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we want to thank y'all for giving a listen. You can tune in every week on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, wherever you listen to fucking podcasts. If you want to see the video, you can find us on Spotify and YouTube as well. With that being said, there's only one way to end the episode with all of our fucking hearts. By saying, fuck it.
We ball. Fuck Taylor Swift.